All right, for the next one, we're going to create a sea bass. I call it sea bass baked in a bag, but I mean, traditionally it's called un papillote, which is a French term for cooking fish or other meats inside a bag. The benefits of cooking inside a bag is you don't have to use lots of oils and high heat, so the flesh can stay really delicate and maintain its flavor. And all the other marinade that you put around it really concentrates the flavor back in there. So we've got my sea bass here. We're going to make a little side salad with soba noodles, broccoli, snow peas, and tofu. Tofu is a great wonder food. And we're going to marinate the sea bass with ginger, fennel, a little bit of chili, lime, and we're going to make a little marinade with our rice wine vinegar, fish sauce, sesame oil, and a little bit of soy sauce. We don't need the olive oil this time around. We're going to use this time grapeseed oil, which is great because it's low in flavor. You can use it for cooking, dressings, mayonnaises, and it's a good universal oil for all sorts of flavor groups. So I'm going to start by preparing the sea bass. Now you want to score both sides. Okay, flip it over, and just under the gill here, again, score the other side. But you can ask the butcher or at the fish market to prepare it all for you like this, and then it's ready to go. So just come down along the bone line, and we have a nice fillet. Okay, and that one keep aside because we're only going to prepare one today. We're going to take fennel. Fennel's got a slightly anesthetic taste. It goes really well with orange. What we're going to do today with lime, so you can use fennel seeds. It's very similar flavor, slightly anise flavor. If you eat a lot of it, maybe it will make your tongue feel like it's going slightly numb. So we just lay a little bit of the fennel down. Some chili. I generally take the seeds out. You don't want this dish to be spicy, just a little bit of color and warmth and flavor from the chili. Thinly sliced. I'll reserve that to go on top. Touch of coriander, I keep some for the salad for garnishing. And ginger. Now we need a little bit of this for the dressing. For the dressing, we're going to microplane it. For this one, we're just going to really thinly slice it. That's probably enough. And we want it as thin as possible. You don't have big chunks of ginger overpowering things as you're eating it. Ginger, skin side up. A little bit of fish sauce. Touch of sesame oil. And last but not least, we need to organize some sliced garlic. Really thinly sliced. Lay that all around. So you really start to see the flavors coming together. All this on top. And the juice of our lime. And we prepare this for the oven. Now if you're at home, you can put it directly onto charcoal. fold it up like that. We'll use the baking paper so it doesn't stick to the foil. Yeah, so you can make these, put it on the charcoal, on your barbecue. They're a nice little surprise. They take about 15 minutes, depending on how hot. And then later on we can just cut that open, pull it out, and you'll get this nice steamy treat. There we go, and we're gonna take that now to the oven. So we're just gonna put it now in the oven. Shut the door. We'll set it for 200 degrees. And we'll set the timer for 15 minutes. All right, so now the fish is in the oven. We're going to prepare the ingredients for the soba noodle salad, and we're also going to prepare the dressing. So I've got boiling water here. I'll salt it. And I've got ice water here. There's no ice left in it, but it's ice cold. So same process. Once we blanch the vegetables in boiling water, we want to put them straight away into ice water so it stays nice and green and stops the cooking process instantly. So I need a little bit of broccoli florets. Make them nice and small. If they're too big, it's they don't get tossed through the salad that well. They can get left at the top or at the bottom. So I want nice small little florets. The next thing I'll prepare is my snow peas. Just cut the tops off them. We need to prepare the tofu. Now, tofu is really, really high in protein. It's a great substitute for meat, or even if you are a meat eater, having a bit of tofu in your diet really, really helps. It's really high in protein and low in saturated fats, so it helps reduce things like heart disease and other related issues. Toasted sesame seeds we need, and then soon we're going to cook the soba noodles. So these are pretty much done now. I'll put them in the ice bath. The next thing to go in with the snow peas. And then in the same water, we'll cook the soba noodles as well. So that's ready for garnishing. Let's move on now to the dressing. So the dressing, I'm just going to microplane some ginger. Want it really, really fine. If you don't have a microplane, you can just chop it really fine. A little bit of rice wine vinegar. Touch of fish sauce. Touch of soy sauce. Just going to pull out my snow peas now. The next thing I'm going to cook is the soba noodles. So we're just going to put in there with the soba noodles. You want to not boil it so rapidly because when they start to cook, they become a little bit fragile. So drop the heat down. And again, we'll toss that into the ice water and then we can drain it all together at the same time. So back to the dressing. So we've got the vinegar, rice wine vinegar, we've got the fish sauce, we've got the soy sauce, garlic and ginger all in there. And we want to add a little bit of grapeseed oil just to help lubricate it. And a little bit of sesame oil. Sesame oil is quite a strong oil, so you don't need too much of that. Okay, the toasted sesame seeds. And palm sugar. Palm sugar is delicious. It's sweet, but it's got a really nice, it's not like normal sugar, it's not processed. Add it in there, and that will just dissolve. A little spoon to stir it up, and we'll check the taste. So this is going to be the dressing for the noodle salad. Chop a little bit more chili for my garnish. I'll keep that with the coriander. And we need some spring onion as well. I love spring onion. It's great for these types of salads. Just toss it through at the end. Adds a little bit of crispness, a little bit of bite. And it releases so much flavor. So I'll put all this into the bowl. Along with my tofu. Noodles are coming out. They all cool down instantly inside the water. Turn this off now. So we just drain off the excess water. Add that to the vegetables. And then we can just add in the dressing as we need. And this dressing is delicious. Toss that all together. That's a nice little soba noodle salad. I'm going to serve that on the side of our fish once it comes out the oven. Just be careful not to break up the tofu. All right, so this is just coming out the oven now. I'll prepare my plate. You really want to serve and eat this as quickly as possible, so I'll just make a incision across the top and open up the goodness. You should get a nice aroma and steamy. Nice and hot. Oh, it smells good. Nice steam. Juice is still in there. Just finish it, garnish with salt, and then this beautiful soba salad. Voila. Bon appetit.